And be advised, he has a submachine gun type weapon, it looks like, pointed right towards us. All right, he's got the gun in his hand again. He's pointing it. There, 2 shots may have been fired. He just dropped the gun and ducked down running south towards the south stairway.
On Sunday, May 10th, 2020, at approximately 7:18 p.m., LVMPD dispatch received a call from security at the Sienna Suites located at 6555 Boulder Highway. Security stated that a white male, who was later identified as Jody Lucas, was refusing to turn down his music. Security also stated that Lucas was intoxicated and appeared to be hiding a black item behind his back. At 7:27 p.m., security recalled LVMPD dispatch and updated that Lucas was now holding a firearm. During the initial investigation, detectives learned that prior to the officer's arrival, Lucas had aimed his firearm at one of the other residents. With this new information, dispatch updated the call to a STAR protocol and dispatched our air unit. So the air unit arrived first and located Lucas on the 3rd floor balcony that is directly in front of his apartment. The air unit advised that Lucas was standing on the balcony with nothing in his hands. For the next couple of minutes, Lucas walked in and out of his apartment several times before exiting with what appeared to be a submachine gun. Lucas pointed the firearm at the air unit, and the air unit broadcast this information over the radio for the arriving patrol units.
And be advised, he has a submachine gun type weapon, it looks like, pointed right towards us.
Lucas then walked back into his residence for a few minutes and then later stepped out into the balcony with nothing in his hands. While this was happening, Sergeant Diebold arrived and was waiting for additional patrol officers by the stairs to the 2nd floor when he heard Lucas say he was going to get a gun and shoot people. The suspect's weapon was a Umarex CO2 steel Storm Uzi 177 caliber BB gun. And a second weapon was an H&K MP5 177 caliber BB gun submachine gun. Sergeant Diebold assembled an immediate action team that included Officers LaPola and Lee. The team of officers then moved to the 3rd floor, several doors away from Lucas's apartment. Lucas had already walked back inside of his apartment by the time that team of officers reached the 3rd floor. Officer Hansen deployed his rifle and set up in the building across from Lucas's apartment. Lucas came out of his apartment and went to the railing carrying a long firearm. He yelled something down to the people by the pool as he pointed the firearm at them. As this happened, Sergeant Diebold, Officer Lee, and Officer LaPola fired their weapons at Lucas. Lucas then turned and aimed his firearm at the officers.
Shots fired. I got you.
Lucas was hit multiple times in front of his apartment and took off running down the stairs.
Running south towards the south stairway.
Fired. Copy, shots fired.
As Lucas came running around the corner of the building, Sergeant Trippis fired at Lucas, striking him several times. Lucas fell to the ground and was taken into custody.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. But as you heard, BB guns, an Uzi, submachine gun. So how difficult is it first to identify a real gun? I mean, I even saw the photo of them. I couldn't tell the difference. Let's bring back in our experts. Donald, first of all, how difficult is it to tell an actual gun from a BB gun?
In this situation, it was really difficult, Vinny. I think that most police officers would have not wanted to take the chance. It looks just like an assault rifle. You know, it depends on the time of day, you know, the lighting conditions and the distance. But police officers have to make split decisions. They are highly trained to determine when they're in danger and when they're not. There's all kinds of modern day training. So police officers are better equipped than citizens. But in this particular situation, That looks like an assault rifle, and I think that the officers were properly thinking about their own safety when they started firing at him.
Donald, how about the response here and the communication that is taking place? Explain to us how you've got the chopper in the sky, you've got people setting up in the building across the way, because all they know, and this is Las Vegas, right? They know how bad it can get, right? The mindset and the communication that's taking place.
Well, they're all on radio, obviously. There's nothing really too new about that. Everybody's on the same radio connection. But Vinny, I think what's really telling here is how dangerous police officers' jobs can be. When you look at the corridor, and they're basically standing at a very short distance from this guy pointing a gun at them. Had that been a real gun, those officers could have been easily hit. And fortunately, with their training, they were able to act appropriately and hit him with their bullets. They didn't kill him. He was able to run off. But, man, that was so dangerous. And all those people, the terrifying scene of the people screaming. You can see people in the doorways looking out. You know, he put a lot of people at risk.
Absolutely. And again, amazing job by police. They don't know it's not a submachine gun. They don't know that it's not an Uzi, yet they're putting their lives in danger trying to take him down so no one else gets hurt. Amazing job.